Correct. Right. Mm-hmm. That part. That's all I got. Yeah. Thanks. Pretty much. Thanks. Mm. Right. Believe it.
Say any significantly advanced technology appears like magic. If I'd have took
I
this
mean, you know
back,
what? Magic just made us laugh.
it did?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Listen.
This is magic, though. Because look, 1980.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying, 1980, right? All of this is magic. Like, what the fuck? That can't happen. No one can do that. And we're doing that shit now. All right, let me. I got a bunch of my stuff already set up. I just need to get the actual video up with the comments. There we go. There we go.
Why do you have an echo? What you do?
I don't know what you're talking about. There is no echo.
Betty says you got an echo.
I think everyone's mistaken.
What?
What? I listen. I'm listening in my head and I don't hear an echo.
No.
So, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. I don't know what that. Come on now.
You broke it.
Nah. I just can't activate it.
Well, I mean, potato.
Trying to activate it and it ain't activating. I'm looking at this title too.
That's what you are right now.
Yeah, it's gone.
What? Wait, what's gone?
Oh no, the echo.
Oh.
At least that's what Biddy says. It was there. Anyway, let me get this intro started. Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man SBJ.
You.
And I am Tombstone the Dead Man. And we are just a couple of geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective.
Facts.
Facts indeed. Now, real quick, is something I have to get out there because I want to get this on record. When years pass and this show was being hosted by our great grandkids.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want this to be on record.
Mhm.
So real quick, I kind of want to take a moment. I don't know how many of you guys have saw it to talk about that Sea Dance 2.0 shit and the whole AI shit from what I've been saying this week. All right. So my observations are more on how people are reacting to it.
Mm.
So full disclosure, I mean, this isn't exactly breaking news to anyone who watches the show regularly, but I use AI daily.
No shit.
Right.
You don't say.
I mean, it's the thing. Primarily for business, but it bleeds into other areas too, right? It's the way this type of shit tends to do. Now, I'm not about to be one of those people who can't acknowledge that there are legitimate, valid concerns about this technology. Everything from the people who are actually building the tech, some of these motherfuckers are sketchy and janky as a motherfucker, to the environmental cost. And I know a lot of people are losing sleep over their jobs and whether or not AI is coming for it. Shit, I acknowledge all of that. I understand how that could be scary. But honestly, as someone who follows the development closely, I got to tell you, you're cooked. But not because of the technology itself. That's not what it is. You're cooked because we allow the worst people on the planet to accumulate enough money and influence to fund this thing at scale. Right? That's the real reason. Like, we also sat back while old, incompetent, greedy ass, corrupt politicians ran these institutions straight into the ground. Because if they actually gave a damn about any of us, they'd be working themselves to the bone trying to engineer a transition, building like a framework that protects us, you know what I'm saying? From, all the things that's about to take place, right? And how inevitably work culture is going to shift. And that's not happening. I am telling you that is not what they're focused on at all.
Correct.
Because I've been looking at some C-SPAN stuff. It's not where they focus. But what also doesn't help is that you got people with these deeply conflicted agendas, creating distrust and deliberately overinflating like legitimate concerns so that your broke, uninformed asses don't adopt the technology and start leveraging that shit for yourself. So let's be clear about something. These corporations are going to use this.
Correct.
All of them. Many already are.
Correct.
Including the ones that's performing this solidarity for the workers in front of the cameras and shit. Like, case in point, when you see Hollywood issuing statements about protecting artists, writers, and the people behind the scenes doing the special effects work, I need you to pause and ask yourself one question. If they cared so deeply about workers right now, why were they grinding those exact same workers in the dust this whole time? Just go ask the VFX crews what it's actually been like working for Marvel or Disney or any of them other companies. It's a sweatshop.
Yeah.
In the in the music industry. If labels really gave a damn about artists, why were they robbing them blind for decades before anyone typed the words generative AI?
Facts.
In comics. Just ask any graphic artist, letterer, colorist, writer. Just ask them how the industry handled IP ownership. Because them receipts is ugly.
Nigga.
Listen, look, there's no shortage of sad stories from every one of those industries about how the people that run those industries and been running industries for years, how they treat their workers. It's shitty. It's been shitty. But I noticed how conveniently people forget all of that the moment these same corporations file a lawsuit against an AI company and suddenly become champions of the working creative. Look, they don't want you as an individual adapting this in any way that diminishes their leverage over you. So they'll tell you to hate it. They'll inflate the harm. They'll exaggerate the numbers. Did you know that all of industry, people talk about the water usage, all of industry uses up about 19%. And a small fraction of that are these data centers, which they've had forever. Yes, they're making more, but those are the numbers. You know what's the biggest amount of loss of water? Agriculture. It's like 85%. And a lot of that water is like ruined and polluted by the time the runoff. Like that's literally what's happening, right? So I'm just saying that everything ain't what it appears to be with a lot of this shit. And what's worse is now I got to sit through people using AI as a scapegoat for everything. Let's keep that shit real for a minute. A lot of you musicians were struggling long before any of this existed. Couldn't get 100 streams. Couldn't get people to spend a single dollar on your work. And the same goes for artists across the board. It doesn't matter what industry. You weren't exactly setting the world ablaze with your human-made artistry before any of this came along. So I'm going to need you all to stop performing outrage about people using AI to make beats, visuals, or film as if that's the reason your material never landed. It isn't. Look, the best advice I can give all of you is simple. Learn the tools. Augment your output. Boost your productivity. Because nobody, not you, not me, not SBJ, not any coalition or Congress hearing is stopping any of this shit. Even the whatever political persuasion that you have, you think, oh, this is only ramping up because the Trump administration's office. No. He could lose power today or tomorrow. The next motherfuckers that come in, Democrat or not, are going to still be doing this for one simple reason. China.
Yeah.
China is not restricting anything. They're doing what the fuck they feel like they need to do. And I don't know if you guys have seen this before. They have whole mountain ranges over there with solar panels on them. Whole mountain ranges, just solar panels, solar panels, solar panels. Because they're determined to have the energy to run the shit that they want to run, right? Period. None of these restrictions are going to stop them. None of it. I was surprised. SBJ sent me a link this week that C-Dance kind of, fell back a little bit from allowing people to use these established IPs in their shit. I was surprised because typically China don't give a fuck. They don't. I'm just saying, like, instead of y'all running around with your hair on fire, just get familiar with the shit. And the other thing is, I noticed too, is public sentiment is already shifting more than you might realize.
Mm.
Like that C-Dance 2.0 has people like rattled. And I've watched comment sections evolve in real time. It used to be, some of these videos will come up and somebody would post some reflexive AI slop. And that people would get a lot of likes on it and it would pretty much go unchallenged. I'm not seeing that now. And that's because audiences at the end of the day only care about what resonates with them. If they like it, they're not going to give a fuck about how it was made. Just like you don't give a fuck how your phone was manufactured.
Right.
Or where your clothes came from. Or what labor conditions look like in foreign facilities that produce the food on your table. You're not thinking about those sweatshops, are you? No, you're not. So I mean, we real selective with that shit. But one more thing though. Don't come on to any post I put up squawking about AI.
Yeah.
You out your fucking mind if you think you can check me on anything. And I can tell already some of y'all haven't been punched in the mouth in a while.
Yikes.
And it shows. It shows. I do what I want. I'm going to use what I want.
Hold on.
I'm just saying, if you're not going to check Zuckerberg.
That checks out. It checks out.
It checks out?
Yeah, it checks out.
Yeah. If you're not going to check Zuckerberg, Musk, Bezos, or Altman, you ain't going to check China or any of them other companies or countries developing and deploying this shit, the fuck off.
The funny thing about this is, like a week and a half ago, Gigi was going back and forth with people about this. Right?
I saw that post. That's part of what inspired this. I saw community.
So
You're not checking me about shit.
Somebody got on one of her posts, and I tend to. All right, first of all, I don't do the hyena shit no more.
I know.
The shit that happened last week, that was an aberration. We're not doing that.
He had to get that.
But
he had to get that.
Even in my later stages of doing the hyena shit, I would make sure of the relationship between the person who's posted is and the person commenting before I jumped in.
Yes.
So given that I'm now in the hyena shit, I didn't even ask, but it seemed like she knew the person she was talking to, so I ain't engaged at all.
Right.
But basically, her argument was, is AI bad for the environment? Yes, in ways.
Yes.
But
yes,
y'all are complaining on social media about AI. When you use the social media, you're using AI in order to complain about AI. So somebody got on her post and tried to relate it to what was it? It was something really reductive that was like, oh, so
usually is.
We shouldn't do this and blah 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 this and blah blah. And Gigi was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I said specifically this.
Right.
And the person was like, well, we need to use social media. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You do not.
See, this is the problem right there.
You simply do not.
This is the problem.
You simply do not need to use social media. It is not a necessity. It's not. I understand you might feel like it is. And I get why you might feel like it is. But you would be wrong. You would be 100% wrong. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find this post instead of trying to remember everything.
I remember it was last week before last, some shit like that.
Who knows? But yeah,
you found it?
No, not quite, but
you saw something else.
Yeah.
I remember that post, and I'm like you, man. I'm not gonna I need to know who I'm talking to because I don't want to go in there and just disrespect your sainted aunt.
Yeah, like
some shit like I don't want to. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. But
at all, like that's you try to avoid that at all costs. I think
because I'm coming to your defense, so I don't need to be insulting you.
That part.
They're gonna be in defense, like nah.
That part. I'd prefer to not be beefing with the person I came to defend.
Yeah. right.
That's my preference, but you know,
I mean, listen,
if I can't get that taken care of, then
I was in that same boat yesterday. This dude, I know the dude from the comic book stuff, and him and I got real cool, right? And this guy, he posted something on there about Africa and Africans and this, that, and that's cool. And then in a comment, I see these two motherfuckers on some bullshit, right? And these are black motherfuckers, right? And I'm like, I don't know who these dudes is for real. These could be his close friends fucking with him and shit. So I messaged him. I said, yo, who those guys on there that's talking this dumbass shit right now? And he never did respond. So maybe he wasn't even on social media at the time when he was responding to the post. But yeah, man, you gotta be careful because people's favorite cousin be getting on there. And they goofy for real. They goofy as fuck, which is probably the reason why they're a favorite cousin. But part of that goof troop shit is they say dumbass shit, right?
Facts.
And be wrong about a lot of shit, right?
Facts. All the time. And like I said, I think I may have done it once or twice by mistake before I started just checking behind the scenes before I... Actually, and when I first started, it wasn't even behind the scenes. I would say it on the post. Like, hey.
Right.
Who is this? You know this person?
What's good, Greg? Yeah, man.
What up?
Chrissy said one of the people that commented calls themselves the problematic princess. That's already annoying in itself. We usually skip their post.
Thanks. Where are we? I'm close because she was wilding. She just kept making posts. Da, da, da.
I know that their exchange went longer than I felt like it should have went. Honestly,
Well, I mean,
honestly, it went longer. But Gigi was making some really good ass points too, and it's like they don't be hearing that. They really don't be hearing it.
even I don't see the conversation no more.
You think it's probably gone?
I mean, it's possible she deleted it. I wouldn't imagine why, but
I see a lot of that, man. Like I see a lot of that shit. Just like that screenshot I sent you under one of the videos where the person just yelled out like they got Tourette's or some shit. Hey, what's up? And you saw all the pushback underneath the shit. Like, nah, cause when this shit is getting better and better, and as that quality increases, it's going to become more acceptable. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
People are not going to see it the same way, right? They're not. They're going to look at it like, oh, what's the difference between this and using a computer generated whatever? And that's the other thing we got to get the fuck up out of. Like this, the way it's talked about, they said that the AI did that. Y'all do realize that the AI does not spontaneously like create videos and images and shit, right? That somebody used it to do that. We're not there yet. We're not there yet, but right.
Not yet. It's coming.
Graydon says, imagine this conversation about the wheel or electricity or flight. Yeah. Automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody really believe automobiles don't damage the environment?
That part.
Because they do. And it's not just from the shit, the exhaust and shit that comes out. It's like that shit. You got these cars leaking oil. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there and seeping into the soil and all that shit. Like, all of this shit come with a cost, is basically what I'm saying. All new inventions come with a cost.
Yeah.
Right? And we balance the cost with the benefit of what the new invention is, what it does for our lives, and how it makes things convenient for us. We balance it next to whatever harm it does. And typically, the longer the technology is in existence, the more efficient it becomes, the less impactful it is on the environment. This is a trade-off. It's a trade-off. Like, for instance, it's a trade-off me living around you fucking humans.
Yeah. I hate you so much.
I hate it. I don't like it.
I hate you so much.
It sucks.
I hate you so much.
I think it sucks. However, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not, any of those other professions that I'm still going to need or require help with. So that requires other people for now. The AI is embodied, and I don't need none of these niggas. But until that,
Well, facts. She got 2 profiles. I'm checking the other one right now. This is...
Gray made a great point. He said, oh my goodness, automobiles are way worse than the horses they replaced. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. He said the internet, social media could be the worst of them, but we literally built a whole society around it. Our entire hiring system is based on social media now. LinkedIn. And not to mention commerce.
Mm-hmm.
Commerce. Even charities. Because as bad as this technology is for us as a people, and it is, the internet is horrible, but it has uses, and people realize if you want to maximize attention to whatever it is you're trying to bring attention to, do your work on this algorithm. That's what it is. And like I said, it's a cost, because bad things come with that too. Like, we got the attention economy, right?
Facts.
These goofy ass motherfuckers go out there with their cameras and start shit with people to elicit a response, basically taking their life in their hands and shit every time they do that goofy shit, because when you meet the right one, what's that dude? That one dude. I don't know if you've seen these videos. Like the one dude got the shit smacked out of him.
I don't remember his name. He had a very bad week.
Yes,
he had did. A very bad week.
He got the shit smacked out.
He got knocked out by some former MMA guy too.
Yes.
All on Rampage kick stream, which is crazy.
It was a kick stream. I didn't know it was a kick stream.
Yeah.
Listen, he was being a bit too fresh with that big man's wife.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody who
niggas don't play those type of games,
have a reference for it, don't do that. Don't do that shit. Don't do that. For a lot of reasons. One, that's that man's wife. He got to go home with her.
That part.
He got a life with her. He may have kids by her. He's gonna fuck you up. The other reason is he got to live with her. So he gonna go a little extra, because if he don't, when he get home, she'll be like, nigga, so you let this motherfucker do this and you ain't. Listen, it can go bad for you. It can go real bad for you.
Yeah.
But he's doing it because, clicks. And he's going to talk a little extra reckless, right? When he's at fault, he's going to talk a little extra reckless so he can really get that response. But some of these responses you don't want, man. I saw this one video where motherfucker pulled the gun out on a dude playing a game. Stop it. It's not worth it. Yo, what happened to the good old days, bro? Play a video game and talk about it on your stream, bro. I'm just saying, right? What happened to the good old days, man? Like go to an amusement park and vlog on this shit. Go to your favorite restaurant and do a review on some food. Like, come on, bro. Like that shit, running out there, harassing folks with a camera in your hand, trying to get this response. You think you're gonna get clicks? YouTube not paying enough for your hospital bills. Yep. They not. And if you're American, nobody's paying your shit for you. Like you don't have no universal health care around. You going out there doing that goofy shit. It's not a good look, man. It's not.
All right, I found the post.
You found it?
Yeah, she said, you cannot complain about generating AI pictures to post to Facebook while actively using Facebook. That's what she said. And then she said, and don't come on my post to disagree when you don't come on my post naturally. Yo. You're wrong in being hypocritical, point blank. And I don't even make pictures like that. Because she don't. And then somebody got blocked immediately. Like immediately after she made that comment, somebody got blocked. So she follows up on the post.
Sean P.
Another comment. What up? Another comment. AI is bad. My friend said that her friend blocked her because she made a generative image of herself. I found that funny because blocking someone requires AI. Generative, candidate generation, light scoring, predictive, relevance, etc. Facebook, IG, Meta uses all of them. TikTok uses even more, specifically generative, which is worse. You don't even have a choice in picking generative or not in Google and other social medias. If you've ever put captions on the video so deaf people can hear your video, you've used generative AI and helped in killing the earth. That's why I'm not about to judge anyone or act holier than thou. Everything is bad. You just have to pick what bad you want to be.
That's all.
Signed, a TikTok employee who knows. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, she works for TikTok. And they have to be
I did
educated.
not know that.
Yeah, they have to be educated on this type of stuff because.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I did not know that. Yo. Oh shit!
So, somebody says, hard disagree. This is like saying you can't complain about asking ChatGPT questions if you use Google search. Trying your best to avoid the AI tools built into every platform is not the same as actively seeking out and using them. Gigi says, but you're not avoiding them at all. It's built into the algorithm. Social media is doing far more damage than pictures. There's millions of people on here using it multiple times a day. All you have to do is scroll and you're using AI. Everyone is being a hypocrite.
Right.
So I don't know if it was a man or a woman. I don't even understand the name, but whatever. Said, what's the alternative? You just don't use the internet? Search
Yes.
engines use AI. Every capture on a website trains AI. Every image or video you upload to the internet is being scraped by AI. It's built into Microsoft and Apple operating systems. You just can't use computers. What about your phone? It's got AI tools built in too. You're making her point.
Yeah, you're 100% making her point.
This is just the you can't be anti-capitalist and engage in capitalism argument. You're in a capitalist system, so if you want to eat, you got to engage in the system. We're already in heavily AI-driven systems that have invaded every aspect of our lives. We work online. We communicate online. It's inescapable unless you take yourself totally offline all the time. Trying your best to decrease your footprint as much as possible and not actively using generative AI is pretty much the best we could do. And she says you don't have to post every hour, scroll every 5 minutes, watch several videos in succession. There are ways. If people care about the earth, care about all of it, not just the generative stuff. Call out all of it.
Right.
She says, the person says, posting and scrolling and watching videos aren't generative AI. We've been doing those things for far longer than generative AI have been a thing. I'm not even a fan of Facebook or Meta. Just your criteria isn't making much sense to me. A computer science major working on network certifications, but fuck Facebook. She says, well, I don't know if it's a man or woman. They say wow on Facebook. I can still use it. What's
crazy about all of that is that she's trying to make this delineation.
Yeah.
But they're all using data centers.
Right.
All of it, okay.
It said, I can still use it. Fuck Facebook, but I can still use it and complain when people actively use generative AI. Gigi says it doesn't have to be generative. It's still damaging. It uses power and water just like generative AI.
Yes, and y'all use data centers.
You can. You're still being a hypocrite. Da da da. Da da da.
Shit is ridiculous, bro. It really is.
So
like
the person says, to clarify, are we saying current Facebook with all these added generative AI elements, or would Facebook from 5 to 7 years ago also apply? Gigi says, absolutely current. That's when I cut back. Whenever it became Meta, it didn't end it with agree to disagree, which is great. Agree to disagree is great.
Yes.
I love a good agree to disagree. I love it.
I just think it's ridiculous. I think it's motherfuckers sound like people right before automobiles saturated. Anybody at the time, man, we got these cars, man. Yo, there are so many other things you could be doing. There are other things that you would have probably a bigger effect on, focusing your time on than that. Listen, you live in a system where, particularly the economic system, businesses are always looking to make as much money as they possibly can and spend as less money than they have to. This is what it is, bro. So if someone builds tools that makes people's work more efficient, that boost their productivity, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And again, you can feel about it however way you want to feel about it. Just know you're only handicapped in yourself, not learning how to use some shit that's eventually going to be ubiquitous. Where you're not going to be able to escape with things you do on a regular basis. You almost already there now. Things you do on a regular basis, depending on what it is you're doing on a regular basis, will be affected by this. If you're online, you're affected by this. And by the way, the vast majority of the shit you see, especially in that first wave of AI tools that came out, all of this came from Google's research team. They put out research papers. They been had the tech and slowly was integrating that shit. The problem was, though, other companies came along, used those same research papers, and they sped it up. And for a while, had Google looking like they was slow as a motherfucker. That's changed. That's changed. That's completely changed.
Bro. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with this. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly just stay out of it. I don't argue with people about AI ever.
No.
I'm simply not going to.
Discord said the shit that's being worked on right now in terms of power/compute ratio is going to eradicate like 90% of the power consumption of data centers while amplifying capacity dramatically. And once that takes place, I just want to see the same people do you keep the energy, or do you respond to what's currently happening? Because a lot of the complaints I see about AI, the tools, it hallucinates, it does this, it does that. They're usually complaints made about older models. These are the older models that people who already have an issue with the shit, they don't even use.
Correct.
If you have an issue with it, you don't actively go out to use none of this stuff. So that's why I still see people complain about hands.
Unless you're a hypocrite.
Right, exactly. Like I see people complain about hands. Like me and Greg was talking about that the other day. We ain't seen a hand problem in a minute. So y'all going off of old models.
Yeah. Facts. All facts. Let me see. Let's talk about our weeks.
So I can start because mine is not super or whatever.
I don't got a bunch either, but go ahead.
So the snow's gone.
Well, it's coming back.
Don't step on the lead. The snow's gone. All that ice and all that shit, it's gone. It rained the last couple of days, which washed some of the shit away, of course. And of course, just the temperatures being higher or whatever. But now, as SBJ said, we got something else will be coming tomorrow. And I looked at the weather shit, and depending on where you are in Maryland, too. So where you are in Maryland is going to determine whether you get, I think I saw 3 to 6 or 2 to whatever, right? I happen to be closer to the area where it's in the 2 to 3 or some shit, thankfully. But it looks like Baltimore is probably going to get a little more than that. I'm hoping they don't, because I got peoples that live there, and I don't want them going through that bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's coming. Here's the thing, though. Like I'm hesitant on getting some more salt. I am. I know I shouldn't be, because the season ain't over. So we could legitimately get a storm in April, right? Like that's how shit works. But I have a little bit of salt left in there, and I'm thinking 2-3 inches, that should be plenty. Take care of that, you know what I'm saying? But what if it's not? And what if we get dumped on because they fucked up?
Maybe wrong,
or it can happen, right? And now I got this little bit of salt here that ain't gonna do so much. So I'm contemplating. I also spent a large percentage of this week writing. And let me tell you, I am ridiculous. And I've often accused.
Yes.
Shut up. I've often accused myself of this before, and observing it in others, right? SPJ, Escher, it's ridiculous. But this is truly, even for my standards, it's ridiculous. And I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do this, because so I'm writing an origin story that's broken up into 2 sections. One, how the character came to be the way he is, and then how he joined a specific group, which will be instrumental in the Entropy and Entropy series coming up very soon, right? Like in the next couple of issues, you'll see this character, right? Unfortunately for me, I'm rather long-winded with it. And by the way, I am, as I'm writing this, keeping in mind the space limitations of speech bubbles, and I'm doing all of that. And I still end up with, it's hard to say if these are actual pages, because once you give it to an artist, like if we give it to Struck, he's going to do an economy of space thing where it may not be as many pages in the actual story as it is in the initial writing of it, right? But it's looking like 82 pages. That's just sort of the first half section, right? I don't know what the other section, how many that's going to be. So I'm consumed with that. Going back, editing, this, that, never. Mind you, this origin story still, I started writing on this a while ago, and then I had some better ideas. So I started, reiterating, right? And now it still has a lot of the same basic elements of the original, but certain other things are, prioritized more. Like, for instance, I was telling SPJ and Esh that before I was heavily prioritizing the things that were happening externally with the character. And I didn't put too much focus on what was happening internally, like how this was affecting him psychologically, right? But that's a big part of the character. And that's why I felt like that part was lacking. So that's when I went back in to address a lot of those things, right? And I think I did that. I think I did that really well. It's just that I don't know. It's a lot. And I'm sitting here thinking, do I need to cut some of this down? But I feel like all of this needs to be there. That's the issue. I feel like all of it needs to be there, like, to tell the cohesive story I want to tell. So I don't know what the fuck I am going to do with all this. So I'm just going to finish writing all of it, right? And then see what happens after that. That's about all I can do for it.
I mean,
That's
sure.
all I can do. But it definitely sucks. And another thing happened this week. That's still ongoing, by the way. It appears we're having potentially another plumbing issue.
Oh, God.
Now, here's the thing about that. The particular sink this is happening in, this is all new shit. The pipes and all that is new. So I'm not sure what the fuck is causing all of that. I'm just not sure. But whatever the case is, this sink, the sink in the downstairs bathroom, the water's not going down the way it's supposed to. It's taking a sweet time, which tells me that something's either clogging it or whatever. I don't know what that could possibly be. But again, like I told you, all these pipes are new. They redid that whole thing. So I don't know what's going on with that. And I'm trying to wait, doing the things that you typically do when a sink seems drained. You get some damn Drano or some bleach or some shit like that, and you pour it down there. But from what I've been hearing from different plumbers, even that is up in the air, because depending on how old the pipes are, what material they're made out of, sometimes the Drano's bad.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's terrible. So it's one of those things. And then if that's not bad enough, I go into the downstairs kitchen, and I'm cleaning that sink out because there's a lot of work materials that Yetta used when she makes her products. I'm cleaning this out, and something hits me on top of my head. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up, and at least at first it looked like the pipes up there was leaking.
Mm.
So now, I'm sitting here going, ain't this a bitch? We just had all this shit fixed. Upon further inspection, though,
Yikes.
It was condensation.
Condensation.
It was just condensation. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. But I'm so paranoid now.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Of all the different shit happening here. So to make a long story slightly shorter,
Paris going
to
know
a bunch of money so we can get the fuck up out of here.
Oh,
that's what it is. That's what it is, B. Like, seriously, we can't. This place was old when we moved in. All these houses around here are older houses, with maybe the exception of one that's in the far back over there. All these are older houses. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when it comes, SBJ know, he works in real estate and shit. Yo, the way they put together some of these old houses, the wiring and the pipes,
nigga.
It was catch can wrestling, yo. That's what it was. Like, can you get that? Can you get the? Yeah, all right. Can you route that? Put it right here. All right. Now, because of that, once the house starts to have problems, it doesn't help that the old way they did things, you know what I'm saying, was so ass, because it makes it difficult to fix a lot of the shit permanently, you know. But that's what we're dealing with in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's an older house, and it's going through older house shit. But yeah, that's my week.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, I honestly don't really have much. There's a baby.
There is a baby.
There is a baby. We had a baby. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He is doing all the growing things. He is.
Wait a minute. Do you have like a journal where you keep a track of his growth?
No, but I'm actually looking into making one that actually goes into the other thing that I've been doing. But yeah, he just be chilling, crying, pooping, farting, peeing, eating.
Because I used to actually have one of those for Siobhan, and I think I still got it around here somewhere when she was like a little monkey, right? That kept track of when she did this for the first time or did that for the first time and all that other shit. I think I still got it around here too. I carried it with me all these years at different houses and apartments and shit. Probably got it around here somewhere.
Word. Yeah, he's I think I want to say only 3 nights since we've been home has he like done the like keep us the fuck up at all hours of the night thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. He's generally really good at that.
Right.
He's growing. He's eating more than we felt like he should have been eating at this point in time. But
interesting.
But every source says it's fine.
Okay.
And with that, because he's above his birth weight, we can not have him on a schedule. So basically, instead of having a schedule to make him eat, he just tells us when he wants to eat.
When he wants to eat. That's good. That's good.
The problem with that though is
when he wants to eat a lot.
Nigga. So we have gone up to let me get this. We have gone up to 4 ounces for a bottle. 4 ounces for a bottle. And he basically Chrissy pumps and puts the milk in storage bottles, and I basically make his bottles.
Right.
So there will be times where he'll drink a whole 4 ounce bottle and be good. Because generally, I mean, this isn't like something we came to consensus on. I don't really like we're in the trenches together, so I don't really pay attention to her when she feeding him. So I don't know the method that she uses.
Right.
I just know she feeding the baby. That's
right.
That means I can do something. I can have my free hands to do something else. So
right.
But basically, what I've been doing is I start feeding him. When he gets halfway through, I burp him. Give him more. When he finishes that, burp him. And then he be good. Right?
Right.
But sometimes, like an hour later, he'll be doing the goddamn rooting thing. And that is a sign that they're hungry. Sir, there is no way. You take after your Uncle Landon.
Yo, shut up, man. Listen. Why this nigga catch me with the uppercut before I was about to come with the hook? Because I was definitely about to He caught me with the uppercut before I came with the hook.
Yo, Oh my god.
Yo.
Yeah, like that part is the only like I wouldn't even say annoying, but that's like the like concerning, not concerning in that way, but like
Yeah.
should we give him so like basically when that happens, like every other time that happens, we might give him like 1 ounce.
Right.
Just to, go ahead and knock the edge off. But this morning I did that and then it was because I was doing terrible at keeping track of time. Because I was working on something. And I was like, well, how is he still hungry? Got an ounce for him. Got that up in him. And Chrissy was like, it's been enough time. He can eat. I'm like, oh. Oh. So I don't know. She was actually pumping at the time. So basically, when she finished, give me that. Right to him.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure she gave him overall a total of 4 from the ounce that I gave him and whatever she gave him. But yeah, that part's a little tricky. That part's a little tricky. But nigga. He shitted on
it has begun.
The couch and my favorite sweatpants. I was like, yo.
You have been Christian.
Yo. I'm like, what is happening? So here's the thing. Oh, Chrissy said no, he ate everything. God damn it.
Yeah. This is the part I was waiting for.
So what happened is basically he cries when he's hungry. He cries when he has to poop sometimes because babies, since they new, they don't really know how to do the whole stomach to poop thing all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they be getting it right, but sometimes they be like, what the fuck is happening?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So yeah. I've seen him he cries when he's hungry, he cries sometimes when he's pooping. He cries most of the time when he gets his diaper changed. And probably that's the cold wipes. But we have a wipe warmer. So I try to throw the wipes in the warmer every time I remember to do so.
Right.
But yesterday he was crying. I'm like, all right, why are you crying? So, and the last thing he cries for is because he just wants to be held.
Yeah,
because he's baby. Yeah. That's how that works. So I'm like, all right, I picked him up. And generally, no matter why he's crying, 8 times out of 10, if I just pick him up and hold him upright, he'll stop temporarily.
Right.
And that'll let me know, like, what's up. If he don't start again, okay, you just wanted to be held. Yeah. All right, cool. We can do that. If he starts back up again, it's like, God damn it, now I got to figure it out. All right, is he doing the rooting thing? No, he's not rooting. All right, he's not hungry. All right, he's probably trying to poop. Lay him back down, and I do the little stomach massage.
Yes.
Well,
remember them days.
This particular time, I picked him up. He didn't stop crying. So I'm like, okay, it's definitely not wanting to be picked up. He wasn't rooting. I'm like, all right, he's not hungry. Why are you crying? And then I went to lay him down to go ahead and do the stomach massage. And I noticed when I started moving him that it like the shit was like at the top of the diaper, right? And I'm like, that must have been what it was. You had to take a shit. Right. All right, cool. I put him down and I look back over and look down. And there is shit on my sweatpants, on the couch. Was there a third thing? I don't even know if that was a third thing. But yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, yo,
Discord, that coming out up the back.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I had that shit with Siobhan, and we were out. We were literally we was at Sorrento's, out Catonsville. It was me, her, my man Dennis, and his kid. Right? Listen, I didn't get out the car. Like as soon as we pulled up, I was like, what the? That shit was all up my back, coming out the back. I was like, man, and I had baby wipes. Fuck, I'm gonna do with that? We gotta go back. We gotta go back. And that was the last time I left out the house without having some like wash rag type shit or whatever. Man,
I feel you. I
don't know that you do, but you will.
No, nigga, that's not. Listen. I'm not concerned about that. We ain't going nowhere with him for a while.
That's true. It's true.
That's a problem for future.
Yo, that remind me is this dude I used to he lived around the way, but we worked at the same job, and he would work on a shift before me, and so he would be who I was relieving when I came in, and he had a whole bunch of shit that this was at the Spice Company, and they had a whole bunch of shit that they was doing and did doing that day, but they didn't get everything done right.
Mm-hmm.
And the motherfucker I said, yo, damn, it's a lot of shit y'all did today. He was like, man, you see this schedule right here? No, before he showed me the schedule, right? He said, Landau, I really don't think you're feeling my pain. You will. He walked me over to that schedule, and I saw this. I was like, what the fuck? Just in time to see him yell at the as he left the production floor. It was like, yo, Landau. It gave me the 2-finger salute. Motherfucker didn't even clean the mixer. So they still had the last order they did was still in the mixer. So we had to get that out the mixer, clean it before we even started the next batch. It was appalling.
Ugh.
It was appalling.
That's terrible. I mean, it sounds like you had fun.
Listen. Don't let smooth taste fool you. Right? That shit was not fun. And we were the last shift. So that means ain't nobody, it's not like we can leave something for anybody. Like, nah, all that's got to get done.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Then the other thing is, hold up, where we at? Oh, okay, we got 3 minutes. The other thing is I have gotten most of what I need to do a project that I haven't talked about on here. I briefly mentioned it to Tim, but I'm building my home server, and
yes,
I got a good deal of the stuff that I need. I got my little mini PC. Y'all could probably see it. Oh no, you can't see it. Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah.
Got my little mini PC. Because I don't know if anybody remembers, but I was running my my smart home off of my main PC, and I don't want to do that no more. There's plenty of reasons why that's not the most ideal thing to do. So yeah, once I realized, not once I realized, I've been to do that, but once I decided to do it, I started looking into other things, and I'm like, well, this mini PC is way too powerful to just be used for that.
Right.
So I'm like, what else can I do with it? And
what the hell?
What?
I heard that. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you heard that too?
Yeah.
You saw me look around. I'm like, it was a notification on my computer.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, it's too powerful just to do that. Like, that's why I had it on my regular computer, because it wasn't that intensive.
Right.
So I was like, all right, well, I might as well set up a server. So this morning I switched my smart home over to the server, and it's working. So
nice.
Yeah, I have other things.
Does Chrissy still complain about living with robots?
Only when actually, she mentioned it the other day. I forget what we was talking about. But she mentioned it the other day. And then yesterday, so yesterday, I had her in the transition. There's an app that goes on your phone that makes some of this shit possible.
Right.
I'm not going to get into the details, but I said, hey, check your email. And she looked and she said, I don't want any more. I said, listen. This is actually replacing things. This isn't additional.
Right. It's not additional. It's not adding.
This is not additional.
Yeah.
It's replacing some things.
Right.
So yeah, that was the thing. But yeah,
What Chrissy gonna do when there are actual robots in your house?
Listen, I don't know.
Like literally R2D2 and C3PO
Hey,
are in your house.
Listen,
going, ma'am, can I?
Listen, I don't know what she's gonna do, but she gonna have to do it.
Cause they coming and they gonna be in my house.
I mean,
listen, when you come over, they're gonna take your coat. It's like,
not your coat. Hilarious.
Maybe bring you a drink or some shit. Like it's happening.
I mean, this course said Boston Dynamics spot in Atlas. I think I'm gonna stay away from Boston Dynamics.
I'm just saying, bro.
I think I'm gonna stay away from Boston Dynamics. But yeah, hold on, where we at? Let me double check. But
that was it.
Yeah, that's it.
So we would like to thank all of you once again for joining us for another rousing edition, if not shortened, version of the Black Culture Geeks podcast. Please always remember that there is always content, period, but music is part of that content as well. So anywhere music is streamed, unfortunately, you'll find our stuff.
Hilarious.
Not because our stuff isn't good, because they aren't paying us what they should be paying us.
Very true.
Shit. It's just not.
That's the thing.
And not just us, of course. Graydon's music. We got GA's music out there. Like we be doing music. You know what I'm saying? We have stuff. Also, Majestic Comics is 2026. I'm telling you, we got shit loading up the clip.
It's the year of. The clip.
We got Singularity. The second issue of Singularity is in production and moving along swimmingly. The next issue of Extropy and Entropy, I think it has like between 5 or 7 pages left to go as far as the original line work and all of that stuff. Then we gotta go get a color, production shit, right? But all of that's about to get done. We got other IP properties. Brother Bear, written by Struck, our artist himself. That's right. He also writes stories and shit. We got other content, other IPs that are being built upon. The All Woman War. What is the exact name of your IP that you're right? Your specific one you created.
Which one?
That's true. The district. The district. Yeah. It just we write a lot of stuff. But yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming, and I'm happy you guys are around for it. So, thanks. For my man SBJ, I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and for the greater multi-world entertainment family, we are out.
Peace. Oh goodness. And